half the recipe for the Belizean Johnny cakes, and I'll be doing it in the toaster oven. You're watching the Bear Pantry Show. So we start off here with 1 cup of all-purpose flour, and you don't have to sift it. 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. We're only going to use 1 tablespoon of sugar because we're halving the recipe that's in my book. And then now the butter becomes 2 tablespoons plus 2 teaspoons. That's what 1/3 cup of butter will turn into when you half it. And let's get it measured out twice because that's how we're going to have to do it. The 2 tablespoons twice and the 2 teaspoons twice. So here's the second batch. The coconut milk now becomes 2.5 ounces rather than 5 ounces from my original recipe. And now all I want to do is get these ingredients worked into a dough. Now if you notice my dough is not sticky at all, that's because we use the right amount of wet ingredients. I don't even need the flour to countertop to get the dough kneaded up. So right now all I want to do is cut this into 4 equal parts because we're going to get 4 Johnny cakes out of this batch. And then I'm going to knead each individual piece into a ball. And that's pretty simple. You just work it until it's smooth. Then I'm going to place it on this lined baking sheet that goes with the toaster oven. It only fits 4. And I'm pricking it with a fork just for beauty, okay? It doesn't serve any cooking purpose. Then I'll put it in the toaster oven on 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Did you know that toaster ovens came in all different sizes? The next time you're in the market for a new toaster oven, I would suggest that you use the bakeware that's on display in the store to test it in the display toaster ovens so you can be sure to know what bakeware you're going to need for your specific toaster oven. See, this is not a regular size toaster oven. It's a little bit bigger, but it still works like a toaster oven, okay? This one was $50 at Walmart. Okay, so it took 1 hour to cook in this toaster oven. Normally it would take about 40-45 minutes to cook in the regular oven, okay? So we have half the recipe for Johnny cakes in 1 hour in the toaster oven. Let me get it out. I'm so glad that I decided to do this series of videos, these dorm room meals, because it is forcing me to figure out the half recipe of a lot of my recipes. And I'm glad that I figured out this one because 4 Johnny cakes is more than enough for my household because it's only me and Joe are the main 2 that eat it here, and Jada may eat one occasionally. And if I don't have time to take the rest over to my friend Louise, they kind of sit here and just go stale because we're spoiled. We kind of like it fresh every day. And of course, if you have extra, you can always, revive it by putting it back in the toaster oven next day and toast it, and you can have, a nice fresh Johnny cake, so to speak. But the 4 was more than enough for this recipe. I'm so glad that they came out beautiful. If you want them a little bit more brown, I would leave them a little bit longer in the toaster oven, but keep an eye on it so they don't burn, okay? If you like the video, hit like below. Subscribe. I would really appreciate if you would subscribe and spread the word for me. Until I see you guys again, take care. Okay, so guys.